Yo, JBlanked here. So I came down with a cold, so excuse my voice over the next few days. But by now, you're comfortable building Picoware apps. And what if your apps could save and load data, remembering information between sessions? Today, we're doing just that. This isn't just about temporary variables. We're using Picoware's powerful storage library to permanently read and write files on the SD card. By the end of this, you'll see how to use one of Picoware's core building blocks to give your own apps a persistent memory. Let's get started. Our goal is to write a new Picoware application that saves text to a file and then reads it back to display on the screen. We'll be using the built-in libraries for maximum performance with minimal code. And just like in our last video, we'll be doing everything directly on the device using Picoware's on-device editor. All you need is your PicoCalc with Picoware installed. If you don't have Picoware installed yet, I left a link to the installation guide down in the description below. But since this is our 5th project, I'll assume you're ready to go. Let's write some code. From the desktop view, press enter to open the library, and then scroll down and click editor. Next, we have to type in the file name. For this, we'll type in picoware/apps/storage-simple.py. It's important that we add the Picoware/apps part, as that's where Picoware looks for applications. Now scroll down and click save. And here we are in our editor, and we can begin writing code. Every Picoware app uses a standard structure with these core functions: start, run, and stop. The firmware passes a view manager object to each, which is our gateway to the system. Briefly, start runs once at launch to set things up. Run is called repeatedly in a loop to handle user input and draw to the screen. And stop runs once when the app closes to handle cleanup. Let's get our data saved. Instead of just holding it in memory, we'll use the built-in storage manager, which handles all the low-level file operations. We'll start by making a global variable called text, then we'll create a start function, and within it, we'll get the storage manager and use it to write and read a file. First, we get the storage object from the view manager. Then we use its write method to save the string hi into a file named test.txt. Immediately after, we use the read method to load the contents of that same file into our text variable. This all happens instantly when the app starts. With our text loaded from the file, we need to show it on the screen. This happens in the run function. Within this function, we'll get the input manager and the drawing object from the view manager. We'll also get the last button pressed to handle exiting the app, which is done with the back button in Picoware. When the back button is detected, we first reset the input manager to avoid processing the same press again. Then we call viewmanager.back, which handles stopping our app and returning to the previous view. If that button is not pressed, we draw our text on the screen. A well-behaved app cleans up after itself. That's what the stop function is for. When viewmanager.back is called, the firmware automatically calls stop. On a device with limited memory, it's good practice to release resources. In this app, we don't have any large objects to manually delete. However, calling collect from the garbage collection library is a good habit to reclaim any unused memory, leaving the system clean for the next app. Let's fill out our stop function. Alright, now that we're finished with the code, hit the back button twice, and then type in Y to save our progress. Then hit enter. Now, to open the app, go to Applications, and then scroll down and click Storage-Simple and hit enter. Notice the pop-up error. I had a typo in the code and the system alerted us. Let's go back and fix the typo. We'll go and hit back and then to editor, type in the name and give it a fix. The issue is that I spelled view manager wrong in the parameter. So all I have to do is go and fix it. We should have a W right after the E. Okay, now hit back twice to save. Make sure we type in Y, hit enter, and now go up to Applications. Scroll down and click Storage Simple. Oh, we forgot one last thing. The start function is a Boolean, so we must return true or false. Let's add that here so you guys know. Return true. And then let's also edit the script on our PicoCalc. Now, finally, back to our applications. Scroll down and click the correct storage simple, and there we go. You should now see the word hi on your screen, loaded directly from the file we created. And there you have it. Not only did we learn about the storage manager to write and read files, we also learned how Picoware handles typos and exceptions, which is crucial for debugging apps. We also learned how to draw on the screen and manage the app lifecycle from start to stop. This is a fundamental pattern for creating apps that can store high scores, save progress, or manage user settings on your PicoCalc. If this was helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for future videos where we'll build on these concepts. Let me know in the comments what you're planning to build or if you have any feature requests. And if you get stuck, join our Discord community. I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Peace.